Hey, this is part 3 of 12 daily reminders of Dr. Sarno's, and I'm just going to pick up where we left off in the last video. I suggest you watch part 1 and part 2 first, if you're just discovering this video now. And we are on number 8, which is, and I must resume all normal physical activity. So the previous one, therefore physical activity is not dangerous, and I mentioned that mental activity is also not dangerous. And this number 8 is, and I must resume all normal physical activity. So it's a follow-up on the previous one. And indeed, that's what you got to do. You got to resume physical activity, you got to resume mental activity, bit by bit, as it's really about fear management. So once you know, okay, I can't hurt myself by doing this, I can't do myself physical harm, but I can't do so much that I experience so much fear that I just get sucked back into any symptoms that come up. I'll get so afraid, I'll lose my frame, I'll lose my resolve in knowing that these symptoms are not dangerous. So that's really what you're managing. You're managing your fear and how much can you do given your fear. Also, if you've been inactive for a long time, you've lost a lot of physical fitness naturally. So it's just going to take a bit of time to build that up, but that's no big deal. So physical activity is not dangerous. Start doing, I started with the smallest, tiniest steps. Like just taking a few steps, walking a few feet. And now I can I will walk for a mile or two, and I keep building. I'm not done yet. I keep building. And same with mental activity, just do all the normal things that you would do bit by bit. Get back into it and manage your fear. Know that you're not in any danger by doing that, even though it feels like it, because you'll have a visceral reaction of fear and anxiety. Oh my goodness. But you're okay. I'm okay. We're okay. Number 9, I will not be concerned or intimidated by the pain. It's just what I just covered, right? When it comes up, you know that it's just your brain trying to fool you again, trying to suck you back in, trying to make you concerned about these symptoms. Because, the brain is like, oh my God, he's not paying attention. He's doing physical activity despite the symptoms, or she's exerting herself mentally despite the symptoms. I've got to stop this, I've got to give him more symptoms. I got to give her more symptoms. I got to give her new symptoms. Just be aware that your brain will try to do all this. Again, we're assuming you've been checked out by a doctor. All serious conditions have been ruled out. And hopefully you've read Dr. Sarno's books. And you know which conditions get blamed for symptoms, but these conditions are actually harmless. So when your brain tries to intimidate you with pain, with other symptoms, with fatigue, oh my God, that one really sucks. And with these electric shocks that I get in my body, and these tremors and anxiety and other stuff, so many symptoms, no big deal. It's just still stuck in its old ways, trying to use this strategy that's worked for so long to distract you. But now you know the deal, and you're not going to fall for it anymore. Number 10, I will shift my attention from the pain to emotional issues. Yes, this one is very important. I will shift my attention from pain to emotional issues. Now again, pain means all symptoms. Fatigue is included in the sort of word pain. Any other symptoms that are really top of mind for you, really concerning, they all serve the same function. They're all the same thing essentially. And when those symptoms come up, they're really powerful. They're visceral, unpleasant feelings. They really suck. I know. I still experience them. And it's easy to get caught up in them. And when that's happening, when you're experiencing these symptoms, it's very helpful and very important to shift your attention from the symptoms to emotional issues. Any emotional issues. So what does that mean in practice? You could just, instead of thinking, oh, this, my shoulder hurts, or I have IBS, I'm so tired. Once you catch yourself thinking these kinds of thoughts, start thinking about anything from the emotional sphere. Start thinking about something from your childhood that's happened to you, some conflict with parents or teachers, or maybe you've been bullied or whatever. Start thinking about your personality traits, perfectionism, goodism. How have they recently manifested themselves? How have they manifested themselves throughout your life and caused you anxiety and caused you fear? Think about those things. What recent stressors have you experienced in your daily living? Children, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, parent, mom, dad, whatever, brother, sister. You having conflicts? Is something they're doing, not to your liking? Is something you're doing not to their liking and that's bothering you? Whatever, anything in the sphere of the emotional will do. Just shift away from physical symptoms, which are there. They suck. They're unpleasant, but we gotta let them go, and we gotta shift the attention to the emotional over and over and over again to teach our brain that we A, know what's going on, and 2, that all these emotional things that the brain thinks are so threatening are actually not threatening. There's nothing to fear. If we feel these emotions, if we become aware of them, we're not going to go crazy. We're not going to kill anybody. We're going to handle these emotions in a safe way. We're not going to be hurt as a result of experiencing these emotions. That's why it's so important to shift your attention from your symptoms to your emotions. And so this is a crucial step, and this is something you have to do over and over and over again to teach your brain, and your symptoms will subside bit by bit, and you'll be able to do more and more. All right, I'll end it here, and I'll make one more video, part 4, I guess it'll be, where I address the last 2 reminders and maybe come up with some conclusions. That's it for now. See you in the next video.